Okay, crude has been open about a half an hour, and we've got a sell in right around 92.95. Reason why I would like it up into that level is pretty simple. You can see this is the overnight action last night in crude, and we closed right here around 92.70. We're coming right back to that number right now. We've come back and filled that gap, but a lot of action last night, a lot of expansion and trading in the oil market due to the dollar again rallying hard last night and continuing to go higher. So we went down hard last night, all the way down to 91.40, which is actually the low of the first of the year here. We basically went down and tested that low, 91.58 or so. Got through it a little bit. But you can see this big expansive chart. We had some bad highs and lows that we needed to shake out still. So that's, again, 91, 70, 80 is where we close for the year. I still think we need some work down towards the 91 level. Now, so why am I selling up here 92.90 and 90 just below 94? As long as we stay below 94, which was the high from this same day also, my bet is we're going to stay below that $94 level for the next few days and probably test that 94, or excuse me, 91 level, possibly 90.5 before we proceed any higher in oil. It's got some work to do yet to the downside. So this rally, this reflexive bounce here that we're seeing this morning, if we can get a little bit higher, we'll be short, and that's where we've got our orders laid out there, 92.90 and a little bit higher, 93.65. We'll be back to see if this plays out. All right, we got short here at 92.95, and SPOOs are just hanging around the low end. Again, small position, looking to add to the position if we get up towards the high 93s, and I'll stop on anything here if we get above 94. So that's the trade entry, and again, big move here off that 91.50, the S3 back to the pivot. We've got oil inventories coming out at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, which is in an hour East Coast. So we'll see how this plays out. We are short crude as we speak, and we'll see how this trade begins to move. Okay, we are trading 92.85, down about a dime from our entry here, and again, I'm looking for some type of pullback. We came back. This was basically into the area of the range where we were trading yesterday. Basically, it was 92.90 to 93.20 was the bulk of where we were behaving, as you can see here from yesterday's real-time trading hours. And then I'm expecting at least a pullback to this 92.74. Most likely, we'll probably trade back to that 92.50. Trail some. Again, we've got the oil number coming out in an hour, but I do expect this market to continue to move. Very, very wide, expansive market again in crude, 91.50 up to $93, let's call it today. So we've got a nice little starting profit, and we're going to let it go and see how this trade shakes out in a little bit. Okay, we got our crude oil sell off at 92.95, and we're right back into a good area here. And matter of fact, probably what I'll do, we've got crude inventories coming up in about 50 minutes, and we've already got about 20 cents profit here at 92.75. So I may just put a buy stop in on a handful of the contracts and start trading a little bit with a stop 92.85. I'll probably put it 2 contracts down there. Got 5 short. So let's move that to 92.85 just to lock in a dime on half into the news coming up, and we'll see how the remainder of the trade. Oh, and we filled on those real quickly. So we've got 3 left. Again, I'm offering 93.65, another 5 lot, and we'll see where we go from there. All right, we are back trading 92.74, up about 20 cents in the trade. And again, at this point, 40 minutes into the oil announcement, I'm probably just going to be bidding down here at 92.26, 27. Put in a buy to cover the rest of those 3 contracts that were short. market did what we were hoping it would do off this bottom again. Here's yesterday's action, very tight range in oil. There really wasn't much of a trade that we saw, although late in the afternoon there was a nice little sell-off, 93.20 to 92.60, kind of preceding what was happening in the dollar. The dollar again continues to rally, and we're trading 92.69. And then last night we again traded all the way back down to this 91.40 level, which was the year open low. So we went and tested that. That was back here on the first, 91.57. Actually broke through it a little bit. So I again expect us probably still to trade back to that 90.50, 91 area. But this is a day trade strictly, and I'm looking for that 92.27 area to play out, and hopefully we'll be able to pick that up after the oil number here in 40 minutes. On the protective side, you can also move your stop. We'll just move the whole stop now, 92.84, and that'll cover the remaining shares. If we were to bounce in here, we can always put it back on after. I'll make it 92.83. We're trading 92.69, and we'll be back to see which side of the trade clips us off. All right, we've moved the stops to 92.80 here, and we'll wait for the oil number and maybe reinitiate the trade higher. Matter of fact, I'll leave the 93.65 out there if we get taken out here. So again, I've got a 92.80 stop, just assuring some profits here into the oil number, and we'll put the trade back on after the crude oil number. Usually this number comes out Wednesdays, but due to the holiday schedule, it's turning out to play out this Friday. The whole schedule's been turned around, although the jobs number was out as expected on today, first Friday of the month. So we're trading 92.74. I've got to stop in at 92.80, assuring us 15 cents on the trade, and that's how it's a good trade. And the bottom line is, into a number sometimes, if we haven't moved, I don't normally like to play, but if we've had this move, this exaggerated expansive move that we've seen today, I'd like to put on a trade into the number. A lot of times, usually I'll fade a number, especially after we've seen a move where I know the top can be fairly defined at $94 like we saw earlier in the week. So we're trading 92.73. Again, stops in at 92.80. We'll be back when this trade either closes out lower or higher. Right, we're back here at 92.75, 7:27, which is 30 minutes before the crude inventories report. Again, our stop is in at 92.80, locking in 15 cents on this oil trade. Again, the trade just we've kind of stopped trading. We came up sharply from that overnight low and rallied to an area of interest for us. And that 92.95 area was where we got short, and we're trading 92.75 here. So we've just kind of paused. We did trade all the way down to 92.60. I just decided to leave my stop at 92.80. So there's small profits locked here regardless of what happens. And again, trading 92.73. The crude inventories report is, again, half an hour. We're trying to let the trade breathe. I was thinking it might trade back to that 92.25 level even before the report comes out, but we'll see. Again, 92.80 as we speak, and we'll be back to close the trade out. All right, we're at 92.65. I've moved the stop down to 92.75, and again, OCO 92.27 or 92.75. We were stopped out at 92.75 for 20 cents. I'm going to kill the lower order on the OCO, and I'm leaving an order in right now at 93.65. So a nice 20-cent clip there on crude. Not much range going on in the ES, any of the markets right now. So that's it. It was a nice 20-cent trade, and we'll be back later for the next opportunity.